Welcome, I'm an impromptu llama. Valve just dropped a big new update and it's got a new case, new collection, and new limited edition items. So let's take a quick look at them. Starting with the case, we have a new print stream. This is going to be very expensive. I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up being one of, if not the most popular print stream item. And the big thing with this is that they brought back the pearlescent effect. It is actually pearlescent. Look at it. It is beautiful. This thing is going to be so expensive for a very long time. All right, this is the second red. Not a big fan of this. It reminds me of the Food Chain Mag 7 skin, which I'm also not a big fan of. It's fine. It's really bright and colorful. It also reminds me of the In Living color, where it's just like completely neon, and that's like the only reason it's a red. I think this could have been a red. That's how much I like the skin. This thing is super cool. It's got like a paper texture to it. It looks like it came right out of Sketchbook. This thing is awesome. We've got a really cool metallic looking Glock here, and then this AK. Not a big fan of it. It's not really my thing. It looks like a Wasteland Rebel if the Wasteland Rebel wasn't very good, which I'm a Wasteland Rebel defender, but it's all right. This one, you probably recognize this. It looks exactly like the Ice Cold AK. This is a really nice looking Galil skin. I'm loving all the translucent magazines. This seems to be a pretty cool new trend. I like it at least. So good looking skin. We can add this to the list of weeb skins because it's got kanji on it. Speaking of weeb skins, goddamn, we got Mount Fuji and Cherry Blossoms. This is a really nice looking skin though. Great color palette. I like it a lot. Really nice looking new Zeus skin. I really like that it is textured. I will also probably pick one of these up. Serpent Strike. This is one of my favorite skins that was released. It is textured. It is looking so good. This is going to be probably the best budget Deagle skin in the game. I can't imagine any. My only fear is that it's going to wear a lot, because in Factory New, you can already see it's starting to wear a lot. So hopefully it's not hard to get a clean one. We'll see. All right, last skin I wanted to talk about here is the SSG-08 Memorial. If I had to guess, this is kind of a reference to all the memorial things that the USSR built because they really liked their tile mosaics. Last thing with the case, we have brand new knives in this. So these are going to be shattered web knives with chroma finishes. So what that means is we are now going to have a ruby and sapphire and even black pearl skeleton knives and nomad knives, which is going to be awesome. I am so happy the skeleton knife is finally getting Dopplers. Not that I'm going to be able to afford one, but I like looking at them, okay? I know a ruby has already been unboxed. I don't know what knife though, so I'll show it on the screen. Hopefully it's a skeleton though. Also, like, goddamn, it was 2 hours and one was unboxed. I don't know what these guys are on, but I would like some. Coming over to the train collection, here's a top skin from it. It's awesome. It's Long Dog, obviously a reference to the new location on the new train map. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of these come Austin Major. This is just a really clean skin. Coming over to the Latte Rush, this is probably the most intense pearlescent effect on any skin in the game right now, maybe except for the Discotheque. This thing is insane. It's all along the top rail here. It's on the magazine, and it's also right here. This is going to be pretty expensive, I think. M4A4 Hellish. Obviously, this reminds me of the M4A4 Hellfire. It's got this really nice black glitter effect on it, though. New Zeus skin, it's all right. It's just a purple skin, so it's not going to be super expensive. Coming over to the Derailment, though, this thing is awesome. I think this thing probably could have been a pink skin if they wanted to, but I'm glad they didn't, because it is going to be cheap. I do think I will be replacing my Discotheque with this. Tech 9 Whiteout, I am thankful they just made this a purple skin and not a pink skin, so it's going to be a lot easier to get. We'll see how it wears. This is looking really clean, though. I'm going to assume it's going to be float capped at 0.06, though, so it's going to be pretty hard to get in Factory New. I wanted to talk about this Green Line Glock, because this is a really creative use of the Glock top shell. My favorite detail of this is going to be, it's only the windows that are reflective. It's not the rest of the skin. I don't think you could do that in Counter-Strike Global Offensive, so I like that a lot. All right, now let's go over to the new limited edition item. I'm not super familiar with this. I don't actually know how it's going to work, because if you come over to the finish variations here, you can actually see that they can change colors. I don't really think we have another skin like this in the game, which is probably why this is a limited edition. The closest thing I can think to are probably charms. I think it'll be really interesting to see what becomes expensive and what doesn't with this thing. If I had to guess though, the one up front there, the blue and yellow with the sun, something like that is going to be most expensive, but we'll have to wait and see. One more thing, it's only 15 stars as opposed to 25 stars. This is a much less desirable gun than the heat treated. We got 103 days on this thing, so don't get any FOMO or anything again. We don't have any new charms or anything, but my absolute favorite addition to this update has got to be the new weekly drop skins. We haven't had new weekly drop skins in a very long time. For the longest time, the SG Integral has been the best thing you could get from a weekly drop in terms of skins. That has completely changed. It looks like we have new reds that can drop in-game, just like how the Op Dragon Lore used to be able to drop in-game. First up, we got the M4A1 up here. This thing is sick. It's obviously going to be expensive. I can imagine it being anything other than a red skin, but this AK down here, it almost looks like a gem. If you've ever seen those fake, like what would a full blue AK blue gem look like, it kind of looks like that, but purple. Scrolling down a little bit further, we've got like a blue phosphor looking Zeus skin, which is really cool looking. I would assume it's just metallic though, and isn't like a true blue phosphor or anything. Coming down to the CS Burial collection, this op is insane. This thing is going to be very expensive in low floats. This Glock skin is sick, and then also we've got like a full flash M4A4 down here. That's really good looking. And then this USPS skin is also going to be expensive. And then the final collection we've got is the CS Radiant collection. This AK skin is my least favorite of the 3 reds, but that Glock skin right under it right here, I'm going to do whatever it takes to pick that thing up once prices stabilize a little bit. This M4A4 is really cool looking. We've almost got like a ruby looking deagle down here. I think it's just a metallic finish though. Again, it's not going to be like an actual ruby or anything. I am so thankful for Valve for doing this. We've got actual skins we want to get again in the weekly drops. It'll be very exciting to see how rare these get. I will certainly be interested to see where prices will stabilize. If I had to guess, the red skins from these 3 collections are going to stabilize in the couple $100 range, maybe similar to the M4A4 Fade. All right, so Valve made some changes to Inferno here. Basically what they did is they widened Banana. So when you go running down Banana, hopefully you're not just blasted by 50,000 grenades and lose all your health instantly. Theoretically, it would empower the T side a little bit. I don't know how that's going to play out. I am not qualified, I am silver, and I do not know a first thing when it comes to analyzing gameplay, so there's a reason I'm silver. But hopefully this makes it a little less torturous to play T-side Inferno. Before, it just kind of felt pretty restrictive to play T-side Banana. So hopefully this helps. There's a couple other small changes, but nothing really worth talking about. That'll about do it for the update. Let me know if there's anything I missed. Thank God we got more content and Valve isn't just doing nothing. But please, Valve, can we now focus on the cheater problem? If you enjoyed, a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated. We're trying to get to 3,000 before the end of the year. Go enjoy the new update, and thank you for watching.